Hello, friends, and welcome to Get Comfy with Laura, the podcast where we dive into getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. I'm your host, Laura Cardona, the Buena Vida Life Coach, emotional wizard, personal cheerleader, healing homie, breakthrough queen, and your support in shaping a Buena Vida. If you're ready for more than just listening, I've got all kinds of juicy goodies over at my website, buenavida.life, or come say hi on all the socials at Buena Vida Life Coach. All right, y'all, let's go get comfy with the uncomfy.
Get comfy with the uncomfy. Don't hide it. I feel it. El camino es crecer. I rise again. Get comfy with the uncomfy. That's where I find you.
You know that sometimes icky feeling you get, the I don't think this feels the way it used to, or I think this isn't working. More importantly, I don't think it's working for me, or I think I might need to walk away from this. It comes and disguises itself in many different ways, but we all know that feeling, right? And the second that feeling comes up, that thought comes up, we shush it away. We're just like, get out of here, get out of here. We ignore it because it feels too big, because it feels too inconvenient, because it feels too disruptive. So then what do? You keep going. You tell yourself you're just tired, you're overthinking or being dramatic, and then you double down. You try even harder. You give it a little more. You give it chance after chance after chance. And for a moment, you do end up forgetting, right? Because that's what we do. We keep things moving. We got to keep it moving. You get busy again, you forget, and then it comes back again. A little louder this time, a little harder to ignore. But you do so because we got to keep things moving, and then it comes back again. Rinse and repeat. And now it's not just a thought, it's a feeling in your body. It's a tightness, it's a heaviness, it's a resistance to something you used to move through so easily, but you just can't do that anymore, right? And still, you try to ignore it. Rinse and repeat. Because if you really listen to it, you kind of already know where it's pointing, right? And that, the place that it's pointing to, the place that it's leading you towards, that can feel like a lot. So what do? We stay a little longer, a little quieter. And really what's happening is that you're just more and more disconnected from that true self, right? That self inside of you that you want to honor. But now you've just gone so far away from me, you're so disconnected that now what, right? Well, today we are talking about that moment. The one where you finally decide to listen, because that shit's hard. That's what we're doing today. I'm really excited about this episode. Let's get into it. It felt only right that we end this season by talking about ending a season, closing a chapter. Because, friends, this is the very last episode of this season and of this series. Yes, friends. Yes. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that decision. I'm having myself on as a guest today. Yes, ma'am. In real time, I had to ask myself, do I keep going with this podcast or not? And after a lot of honest reflection, I have decided that I'm done. I am closing this chapter. I am ending the series. And I want to share something, and I want to share it in a way that we don't often hear, or at least without people side-eyeing or doubting it or questioning it, right? And here it is. I decided that I'm done. I'm closing this chapter. I know what I'm doing. I know what's best for me, and I'm doing it with care. That, my friends, gets to be enough. My voice didn't shake. I don't feel trembly. I don't feel scared. It's not this big old thing. I made a decision, and there it is. Let's walk through this together, because this is what it looks like to actually make a decision you can stand in. This podcast has been a lot of work. A lot of work. And not the kind of work that you're seeing. Check it. The conversations, the connection, the sharing, being in community with you all. Incredible so beautiful, truly. Let me pause. Thank you for receiving this podcast with so much love. I felt it every single step of the way. I did. So thank you all for that. But behind the scenes, y'all, the editing, the uploading, the coordinating, the troubleshooting, the planning, all of that starting to feel real heavy. And I noticed something really important. When I was doing the behind the scenes work, I felt dragged. I mean, just, it was very heavy for me. And that matters. So I asked myself a few very simple, honest questions. Is this podcast creating value for my community? Absolutely, yes. I have proof. Is it helping people? Absolutely, yes. I have proof of that. Is it bringing me peace and joy? Only about 40% of it. That other 60%, that part, heavy, draining, and honestly just misaligned. That behind the scenes work was taking me away from the work that I actually love, right? The work that fulfills me, which is working with y'all, researching new ways of thinking about life and just learning it. That's the work that I'm here to do. And that right there was my clarity. That's it. It's a very quick process. So I'm going to just say here, just because I'm a coach and this is the process, you can borrow it anytime. You ask yourself, is this working? Is it effective? Is it aligned with who I am right now? And most importantly, what is it costing me to keep going? And in case you want to borrow this process, I'm going to say it again. Here are the questions that you could ask yourself. Is this working? Is it effective? Is it aligned with who I am right now, today, this season of my life? And most importantly, what is it costing me to keep going? It's not just money. It's not just time. It's your energy, your peace, your joy. Because if something is just good on paper, right? It sounds good or it looks good on paper, but it doesn't feel good, right? It feels heavy in your body. That's good information. There's some clarity there, right? And where I landed was very simple. I'm done. I'm closing this chapter, and that's okay. Nothing has gone wrong. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing needs to be forced to continue just because it started. It doesn't. This podcast is still going to live on. It'll still be on the website. It'll still be on all the platforms. I'm going to continue to share pieces of it. And if I ever want to come back to it, I can. And maybe I will when I choose. That, my friends, is what trusting yourself, believing in yourself looks like. Because the truth is, we get so scared of ending things. We stay because of guilt. We stay because of obligation. We stay because we've already put so much into it. We've already put so much time and effort into it and energy, right? We stay because we're afraid of what people will think. I mean, we all have so many reasons, but if we're really honest with ourselves, right? At what cost? At what cost are we continuing something that no longer supports us, that no longer supports our well-being? At what cost are we overriding our own clarity, our own sanity, our own peace? Ending something doesn't mean you failed. It means you're paying attention. It means you're willing to try. It means you're willing to tell yourself the truth. It means you trust yourself enough to choose differently. That's what this whole series has been about. It's about getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. Yes, it's a little slogany, but that's what it is. It's about knowing, okay, I can trust myself even if it's uncomfortable. Because a lot of us maybe right now are in a season where something feels a little off, a little heavy, or just complete, right? So you can give yourself the permission to decide or even just to ask yourself, what if it's okay to let this end? What if it's okay to let go? And, I kind of want to keep going back to this point because we always think that we need this big dramatic reason or a breaking point or, a burnout just to be allowed to stop. Even if part of you is sad, even if there's grief, even if you're going to miss it, all those things, two things can be true at the same time, y'all. You can still love something and still know that it's time to let go. You can still love something and know that it's time to leave, to end. because you've grown, because your capacity, your desires, your priorities, they shifted, and you're now brave enough to listen. Giving yourself permission to stop, to listen, to reflect, to sit with yourself long enough to hear what's actually true for you, and then to make a decision, even if it's hard, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else, that's very uncomfortable. Let's get real here. It can be uncomfortable as fuck. But if you get comfortable with the uncomfortable, you can and you will get through it in your way, on your terms, without abandoning yourself to make it easier for anyone else. Nobody else is living your life for you. I'm going to say that one more time because it bears repeating. Nobody else is living your life for you. You got to make it count, homie. You got to. So here I am, not just telling you, showing you. I'm got comfy with ending the season. Not because it's easy, not because I don't care, but because I listened and I trust what I heard. I want to leave you with this. If you've been listening to me this whole episode, you've been listening to me throughout the series, and there's something in your life that came to mind, right? Something that feels a little heavy, something that you've been questioning, something that you already kind of know deep down, don't ignore it. That's you. There's something there. That's clarity. That's good information, right? You don't need a bigger reason. You don't need it to get worse. You don't need permission from anyone else. You just need to be willing to listen. And if you're in a space right now where you need something to shift, to end, to change, where you're having a hard time trusting yourself through it, you don't have to do that alone. This is the work that I do. I do it for myself. I do it for my clients. Helping you hear yourself clearly, make a decision you can stand in, and actually move forward with it. That's the work that I do. So if you're ready for that, you need that, you want that, come find me. My friends, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to do a little quick recap. I want to thank and name all of the people that have been on this series with me this season, because I started recording this back in 2024. So it's been 2 years now, which is nuts. I want to thank Miss Janice Hillard from episode 1, Get Comfy with Boundaries. Thank you, my dear friend. I love you so much. I want to thank the beautiful, the wonderful Carla Garcia from episode 3 of Get Comfy with Mind Body Connection. Oh, that was so good. I would love to thank Maria Alejandra Gutierrez from episode 4, Get Comfy with Mind Hope Connection. Thank you. What a beautiful conversation that was. I want to thank the amazing Marcy Guevara Preet from episode 5 of Get Comfy with Your Personal Style. That conversation was dope. It was so cool. I want to thank Rita Soledad Fernandez Paulino from episode 6, Get Comfy with Money and Self-Care. Oh, that was a juicy one, y'all. You should be listening to that one. I would like to thank Laura Rodriguez, from episode 8, Get Comfy with Employee Rights, because you have them. Y'all, she dropped some knowledge on that one, so go back and listen to that, please. I would love to thank Karina Melgar. Oh, so beautiful. What a wonderful conversation that was, too. Episode 9, Get Comfy with Showing Up for Community. Oh, my girls, Erika and Carla Rocha, thank you, thank you, thank you. From episode 10, Get Comfy with Love as a Business Model. Y'all, bellas, 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 bellas. Go listen to that episode. The beautiful, the lovely, the brilliant Erika Barrera from episode 11, Get Comfy with Saying What I Say Matters. That was a great conversation, my goodness. The powerful, the incomparable Jess Villatoro from episode 12, Get Comfy with the Power of Your Period. Yes, y'all, we talked about our periods and the power of our periods. The shit was fire. And lastly, I want to thank myself. Yes, I'm going to thank myself. This was a lot of work, y'all. Podcasting ain't no joke. It's cute when we see, the little clips of people talking to each other and they're sitting in a little living room or whatever with their lights and their microphones. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes, so it's a lot of work. It's beautiful work, but it's a lot of work. Maybe I'll come back to it someday, maybe I won't. But I do love that I made this. I'm very proud of myself. This was something that I wanted to make for you all to just have another piece of me out there that is available, accessible, and hopefully brought value. I know it did. I'm not hopefully. I know that it did because I have texts, I have messages, I have emails, I have responses, I have shares, I have all of that. And I keep that with me because it's important. Y'all, this was hard. And I did the damn thing. I'm wrapping it up 14 episodes, y'all. I did it. And I'm really proud of myself. So thank you to myself. And I'm also very proud that I made a decision to walk away from it and end it. And it's still here. And I hold it with love. And I hope that you all continue to hold it with love. Thank you all again from the bottom of my heart. I hope to continue to show up for you in so many different ways. And may we just keep finding new ways to adventure and share our mission and share our joys and our stories and things that we learned in our experiences. That's what this is all about. So that's it. Get comfy with Laura is out.
Get comfy with the uncomfy. That's where the magic begins.
Thank you for tuning in and spending some time with me today. And we all know the podcast spiel. If you liked what you heard, please make sure to subscribe, follow, rate, drop a little love in the reviews. It really does help, and it helps spread the word. And hey, if you know someone who needs any of this in their ears right now, please share the episode with them. And if you're ready for more than just listening, ready to shift, to stretch, to step into your own Buena Vida, then let's do this, yeah? From one-to-one personalized coaching to group coaching, fun workshops, and all kinds of other little goodies, all the info is waiting for you over at my website, www.buenavida.life, or connect with me on the gram at Buena Vida Life Coach.
I'm getting comfy in the uncomfy, dancing with the night until it holds me. Breath by breath, I let it flow. Even in the dark, my light will show.
You made it to the end, and here is the very last message. You can hold the hard. You can hold the discomfort. You can hold all that and still reach for joy and still reach for good. You can be scared and still keep going. You can get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And when you don't feel like you can, come find me. Until next time, friends, keep going, keep growing, show the world who you are, and never, ever stop betting on you. Thank you for listening to Get Comfy with Laura. This episode is brought to you by me, Laura Cardona. Producer, me. Researcher, me. Audio engineer, me. Editor, me. Social media, me. Expert, me. Giving myself credit where credit is due. For more, head over to buenavida.life. Bye!